I forgot that song was just like 8 seconds. Hey guys, uh, it's Minecraft tonight. I, uh, I guess I should apologize. I said I was going to stream yesterday, and I did. That's just kind of how it be sometimes. Don't know why this game keeps launching full screen. Don't tell it. Oh, hello, Tara. I'm doing okay. Swap that bad boy. Not really picking up Minecraft. Is it? Oh, Java. Ta-da! Okay. I'm back to Optifine. Some people really don't care for Optifine. Sound is choppy. Maybe I'm just not being loud enough. Anybody else getting that problem? Due to the filters I have on my mic, it does sometimes cut out if I'm not talking. Sounds fine to me. Yeah, I think I was just being too quiet. The past week has been very rough. I am looking for something to chill out with. Let's turn on music. Wait, no. That's right. Universal really doesn't like people using Minecraft music right now. Oh, it is rough for you. That's probably not right. Um, hold on. Can't pull the mic any closer. Anyway, I haven't streamed Minecraft in like a couple months or so, and the last thing I was doing was building an inn. I think I just want to continue work on that. You're going to a con. What con are you going to? Whispering Mountain was a potion ingredient. I'm gonna deposit that in my apothecary. Oh, right. Noisy keyboard. Let's just push this out of the way. Nice Minecraft world. Thank you. There is a in-depth tour I have as a highlight on the channel, but right now that's probably outdated since I've done quite a bit of work since then. Vancouver. Good luck. I have never been to a furry convention. I don't think I ever will be. So I made this path and all, but I'm starting to think that it's just a path and there needs to be stuff on the way. Oh yes, I've put a lot of work into this world. A lot of people get Minecraft in 2-week binges, and that's what I tend to do as well. It's just that mine tend to be a little longer, and I almost always play on the same month. I probably will do fresh playthroughs on stream at some point, but I've grown really attached to this place. If I still had my very first Minecraft world, I'd probably still be playing on that. So I added in a little bit of a stone pathway that leads up to the end. And we've got a little bit of floor to fill in. There's going to be a second floor. This is going to be a kitchen. I play Minecraft on my phone. I don't play any games on my phone. I had a couple, but then they started running ads, and I do not play games with ads. So I'm going to need dark oak and regular oak. Remember this texture pack? Yeah, this is DokuCraft High. It's still going, and I've grown quite used to it. It's only working for me if I use Optifine, and that's why I moved back to Optifine. Friends convinced me to switch to Fabric Sodium, and I tried that, and it was an absolute nightmare. I couldn't get anything to work, so I just went right back to what I know. And sure, it doesn't run as well, but I'll take what I can get. I could turn on shaders if I really want a performance dip, but right now I'm mostly just going to be grabbing stuff. Also, new addition, I've added shrubberies and roots to the base of the tree. It doesn't look all that great, but I feel like it goes a long way towards making it seem more real. The farm pathway also has more detail added, and I mean, I've added a pathway through the farm is what I mean to say. That also means that there's a cobblestone wall over the pit that leads to the vault. So, dark oak. Pretty sure I have some stored. Like Yahtzee in Minecraft, I looked at a mountain and thought that might make a nice fortress, and then the next thing I knew, 9 hours had passed, and I was picking out wallpaper for my banqueting hall. Yeah, I put a lot of work into my world, and I do not regret that. This has become a beautiful place for me to just go around to hang out. I think my dark oak must have been in my other chest. The last thing I was doing before I quit playing last was I was replacing my floors in the elevator with hay to stifle falling damage. But I ran out of hay. Okay, there's some dark oak. Grab a couple of logs as well. Barrels will definitely do. Probably not more than 14. At least ladders could be useful. Oak doors. I think I might want to use a different kind of door in the upper floors. Oak doors have a window, so that's less privacy. Take some spruce just in case. Okay, let's go. We've got almost a full lineup tonight. Okay. One of these days I really gotta put together a couple of stream safe playlists. I know I don't really play music often, and that's kind of just because I want to have an uninterrupted experience. But even I can't bear the silence sometimes. And I don't want to play Minecraft music until Universal gets. It's not Universal. Paramount? I forget who's making the Minecraft movie. They copyrighted all of Minecraft's music, even though it's not theirs. Warner Bros. Oh god. Is that really them? Why are they screwing up so much? I think floor's done. Just start working on the walls now. That's a little bit more crunchy. I can get more feedback out of it. They killed half the franchises they own. They almost killed Ruby. Notch, I made this. Microsoft, you made this. Warner Brothers, I made this. Isn't like Jeb one of the only people of the original team still around? Real talk, I'm not really that thrilled with modern Minecraft updates. I haven't for a long time. I think the last one I was even remotely excited for was the aquatic update. But I still play on newest version, because why wouldn't I? I was a little miffed that they started adding stuff without any real regards for how it fits into the game. I'm gonna need to go get more dark oak. It's like, alright, we got pandas in the game. What do the pandas do? What resources can you get from them? What purpose do they serve? They just exist. They're another animal for hunters to add to their collection. That's all the dark oak I have for now. What else do... They're exactly like real pandas, absolutely useless. That is not true. Every good Chinese restaurant is named after a panda. Even if it's not a panda. I've seen a lot of Chinese restaurants around that are like named panda something, but they don't have a panda in their image. Pandas literally should not exist. Whoa! Somebody's out for blood. They're carnivores that exclusively eat bamboo, but bamboo is a plant. Is that the point? I might need to start farming dark oak. They have the physiology of a carnivore, but they eat bamboo, which is horribly inefficient. God. I'm not really that studied up on animal stuff. That's more of a Duchess thing. Oh, good, I have more dark oak stored. It's probably not enough for the full wall, though. Especially if I start working on the second floor. In fact, I'm probably gonna need some more of these work steps. While I'm at it, I should grab a couple pistons. I use pistons for my tables. I don't know if that's common knowledge, but I feel like it looks the most normal. No, I'll just take all. I've seen Casual Geographic. I don't think I have. I've seen a little bit of Tier Zoo, though. Humans are obviously S tier. Stupid fucking broken ass balance. How can they just keep walking and not lose all of their stamina? So I'm thinking of adding a hearth here somewhere. A fireplace of some sort. But where would be the best place for that? I want to have the rooms facing this side, but I could also have them over there as well. A gorilla who trains for a few months could probably bench press over 1,200 pounds. Whoa. What are we talking, like silverback? This shall be the reception desk, I think. We'll go out one more. Oh, right. I was kind of just feeling bad about never having finished this project before. I could have passed through here if I really wanted to, but I don't know if that would serve much of a purpose. I'll furnish this area in a bit. I definitely want to have a lot of tables down here. All the rooms are going to be on the second floor. That said, I need to decide on a color for my staircase. I'm thinking spruce. Definitely will look a lot less blended together with modern, with default textures, but that's not really my concern. Let's try spruce and see how it looks. Let's see how this looks with default textures. This actually looks a little better with default textures. I guess I can do spruce for the second floor balcony. Okay, back to Doku Craft. Wait, that's the wrong version. Since we're on the Animal Fest, here's a ton of little nods to real animals in Zootopia. Police Chief uses reading glasses when reading. He's a water buffalo who do have bad eyesight. I still have not seen Zootopia to this day. I don't know if that's, like, bad. I just never really got around to it. And yes, I know about the sloth DMV scene. Everybody knows about that one. So I could have a fence here that, like, sort of looks down at the lobby. I think I like that. I still have some dark oak, so I can... That sort of solidifies the idea. I haven't really decided if I want this to be a rotunda or a just simple second-story hallway. But all of the rooms are going to be on this side. If I were to have a park, maybe back here? This might be a good spot for it. Yeah, let's try this out. I may have mentioned it the last time I streamed this, but there's a Minecraft series I've been really enjoying called The Joy of Building. That is basically just, you know, play the game, build stuff, have fun. No following blueprints or anything, just sort of go with what you feel like at the exact moment. And since watching that, I've been enjoying the game a lot more. But, you know, I'm still beholden to the whole 2-week cycle thing. Mine just tend to be a little longer than most people's. Jack Black is going to ruin all the goodwill he built up in the Mario movie. Maybe? I feel like he's just sort of like a whatever actor at this point. I'm not gonna fault him for taking jobs. But I will if it's only a job to him. My instincts are saying put a fence in front of this. Cool guy originally kinda mad now, it seems. Yeah, back in his earlier days, he was a lot more charismatic. I watched School of Rock about a year or two ago. I think I've seen it before, but it was my first time seeing it in quite a while. So I've got the basic shape of it all figured out. I can start adding windows. Oh yeah, he plays himself. That's the word I was looking for. Looks like an OA bull job. Wow. I mean, yeah, to be fair, the Minecraft movie is kind of cursed. Where's a stone cutter when I need one? I forgot to bring one here. Let's see how this looks. Ah, yes, that's quite nice. You're old enough to have been disappointed by the original Mario movie. I saw the original Mario movie too. It was disappointing. But it was disappointing in kind of like a... I wasn't disappointed by its lack of accuracy to the source material, as much as I was disappointed that the jump boost that they show in the poster, they use for like 30 seconds in the movie. They show up, they wear them for that one scene, and then they, like, use them once or twice, and then never again. Campfires there. More like Blade Runner with dinosaurs. Honestly, that's kind of insulting to Blade Runner. What are my thoughts on the Mario movie? I liked it. It was okay. Peach was definitely the worst part of the movie, though. Like, as it was coming out, people were doing the whole, like, they're doing the whole girl boss thing with her. It's like, whoa! I just got struck by lightning. How about that? Really? Yeah. Anya Taylor-Joy's acting as Peach, I did not really care for. Lightning Legion. Helly is in the chat right now. He did an image of Sedra, like, dancing around with, like, lightning particles a while ago. My point is, her acting felt like high school prep girl, rather than universally displaced princess. Yeah, she didn't really have the whole, like, girl boss thing going on. And that's good, but they still didn't get her character accurate to act to, like, real Peach. And I was really disappointed by that. Campfire. Whoa, not those. And then there was what happened with Transformers 1. I did hear about that. I watched the movie, but I didn't see any of the trailers. The trailers I hear do not do it justice. It's good, but they were, like, marketing it as, like, oh, a happy kid adventure, when it... Well, no, it's a deep, dark drama of political intrigue. I never saw the ads. Okay. I think the hearth makes a pretty good, middle point, so I'm going to go across like this. as a result, many didn't see the movie and that was actually good. And as a result, Hasbro has decided not to do any more movies. They didn't even try, and then they decided that they had tried hard enough. Three blocks is probably enough for height. Finally get a good Transformers movie, now that's over because marketers won't pull their heads out of the sand. Yeah, like, right after that, I watched Transformers 8, the 80s Transformers movie, with Joey. And, I have mixed feelings about it. I know a lot of people didn't like it because Optimus Prime dies. I did not expect him to die in, like, the first 5 minutes of the movie. That kind of came as a shock. The freaking trash robots I hated. They're just completely incomprehensible and annoying. The Junkions, yeah, they get their... From what I picked up from Joey, they have, like, their only real exposure to the English language is, like, radio broadcasts, and so they speak in, like, spliced ads. And that can work, but the distortion filter they had on it was so intense I could not make out a single word. Unicron was great. Yes, the evil unicorn. Let me take an analysis of what exactly I need going forward with this. Just reanalyze this and make sure I'm getting what I want to do. I could put a couple rooms here if I really wanted to, but not sure though. I'm fully aware of Unicron's relation to Primus and the Wolf. I'm not really a Transformers expert. I've basically only seen, like, the first Michael Bay movie and the 80s movie and then one. That's basically it, but I know a little bit. Not much, yeah. The, the 80s movie is kind of meant to be, like, an in-between for two of the seasons of the cartoon, which I did not watch. It was kind of behind my time. This is probably a good size for... I just need to... I guess I can take some of this... I want to have all the rooms over there, so I can probably take some of this down to finish up that area of the ground so that I can just get rooms and figure out the pathway later. The new cartoon series did so badly they had to bring back Optimus to try and save it. Are we talking new cartoon, or are we talking, like, what they tried immediately after the movie? Because I heard the movie, because of Prime's death, flopped so badly. 80s, yeah. I heard it flopped so badly, they were planning on doing the same thing with the G.I. Joe cartoon, but they had to scrap it. I keep running out of wood. I don't have anything else I can use right If you've ever heard Optimus Prime speak, it should be obvious how important he is to the kids. I have the potential to do a different room. I have andesite. It's an okay material. I am out of andesite. I have granite. It's an okay material. Second. I can probably work out a pattern to use both of these. Just use whatever junk is in my inventory. Now you're building this side. And I'm still out of materials. Oh, how many blocks wide is this structure? That's about 17 blocks. I guess we can do 3 rooms. One of them is going to be a little wider than the others. No, this works out perfectly, actually. I guess in that case, I will do the whole 2 rooms over the sideway, over the side thing. Not much of an inn with only 3 rooms. They're making a Samurai Pizza Cats video games. Yeah, that is surprising. I haven't seen the anime itself, but it's neat to see. Only time will tell how good or bad it is. One block. Hmm. Japanese actually like the English dub of Samurai Pizza Cast more than the original. If somebody ever tells you that about Ghost Stories, they're lying. Ghost Stories is kind of this cult hit because the guys that got the... Did I make that? I did make that! Oh gosh! I can see ruins in the distance. This world is really coming together. Anyway, Ghost Stories. People say it flopped in Japan. It kind of didn't. It just kind of underperformed in comparison to other anime. But they use that as a justification for the localization team in the United States butchering it. And it's like, it's cool if you want to make an abridged series, but that's an abridged series as the official and only release in the US. I mean, I'm sure they have the original Japanese dub as an option on there, but as a result, nobody takes it seriously. The American version of Samurai Pizza Cat's up the cheesiness factor. I believe it. I still haven't seen Mystery Science Theater. I hear it's gotten kind of bad lately, but it doesn't stop me from seeing the old stuff. I'm sure it'll happen sometime. I have a fast travel method. What I don't know is where I'm gonna get more dark. I mean, other than cutting down my decorative trees. It's not exactly true, I do have a tree farm over here. Oh, I have dark oak queued up. I'll take it. And some rock jack flesh for some reason. You can just grow while I'm away. I've got some extra inventory slots. May as well do a little bit of cleanup and grab some glass. We have a lot of defense and stuff. I think most of my fences are downstairs. You want any flesh? 27. I can't afford that. Streaming, even when I'm doing like chill stuff like this, I'm still not that used to it. So it's a little taxing on me mentally and physically. Then again, I have just been in a really rough spot over the past week, so I guess I can't blame myself. My teeth, my wisdom tooth hurts. I really hope I don't have to get it removed. I have a lot of oak fences, so I guess I'll use those. I hope I still have some white sheep. Oh, they're mostly white. Moo, 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 moo. Whoops. And now I have too much wool. When in Rome, I guess. Okay, good enough. Doing an impression of Beryl. No, I was just surrounded by cows. I still have my wisdom teeth. I still have my tonsils. I have this door. What am I supposed to do with this thing? Let's just plop it down by the kitchen. And the reason I grabbed all that mulch was for tent. And I forget how I usually did this. I love it when you see animal rights idiots whining about shearing sheep. They love being sheared. If you walk into a field with a pair of shears in hand, they all want to be your best friend. Does anybody remember Shrek the sheep? He ran away from home and ended up. Well, the other thing is domesticated sheep do not shed their wool at all. They rely entirely on shearing. So when Shrek got loose, he ended up getting like 3 feet thick fur and was just completely immobilized by it. When they finally got it off, he was just the happiest sheep you've ever seen. This is good. I like this. But I feel like I should lower it by one. Just on the post. And maybe on the edges as well. I could add some composters around here to imitate crates as well. You're Minecraft changing the world building stuff. Does that mean you're acting the role of a Legion terraformer? Kind of, only if I'm terraforming, I guess. I guess since it's relevant, I just got back from a D&D game. I can talk about that. So, as a correction for last time, we did not exactly kick, the person's ass. It's more like we just dealt some damage. Actually, I don't know if we even dealt any damage. The point is, Sedra is a very good healer. Probably don't need it to be that, but yeah. In Starbound, there's an actual terraforming. It's an endgame mechanic where you can set a machine down and gradually changes part of a planet into another planet. I never finished Starbound. I always meant to, but I tried like 5 times. The story I always tell is that I got pretty far into it, and then because I was playing early access, they wiped everybody's saves. So I played again, and they wiped everyone's saves again. And then I waited for release, and I played again, but I couldn't really get into it because they had restructured the entire game. I try it later, and then people say, "Oh, what? You're playing vanilla? Vanilla Starbound is terrible. You've got to try Frackin' Universe." So I do it, and Frackin' Universe requires me to wipe my save. I see. Oof. Yeah. So I did not enjoy Frackin' Universe. It's one of those mods that just is like, oh, base game is too easy. We gotta make things complicated. Frackin' Universe does add a lot of really cool stuff. It's a mod that tries to restructure the progression of the game. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, basically. But they do. Um, Base game Starbound. You want to explore other planets? You want to go around in your spaceship? Okay. All you gotta do is just craft an oxygen tank. What does that require? You know, metal, some such. Frackin' Universe, you have to, like, melt sand in a extractor to get carbon, to get, like, silicon, and use that to create regulator plates that you then, like, have to grab a bunch of water and pour it into a machine so that it extracts oxygen from it, and you fill the tank with that oxygen. It's just way too complicated. I think I quit because I had another mod that I was running that let me play as it added like more distinct changes between the races. And I was playing a Lamia race, which was another mod. And I got to a planet that I literally could not explore because Lamias, as part of that mod, had heat vulnerability, and the strongest heat shield I could craft would not offset that vulnerability to the point where I could actually explore the planet. Oh, hi, Zerna. So, I kind of just gave up on it at that point. And when I brought it back to people and said, hey, I'm not really enjoying this, they're just like, oh yeah, Frackin' Universe sucks. I don't know why I bothered with that. It's like, okay, I guess I'm just not playing Starbound anymore. Fair, yeah. I don't really care for the mods that aim to make games super realistic. Minecraft had that in, like, Terra Firma Craft, and I thought it's like, no, it's too unrealistic to punch trees and get wood, even though it's, like, baked into the core mechanics of the game. No, you've got to run around and find sticks, and then pick up rocks from the ground and bang them together like you're in the freaking Stone Age. It's freaking Minecraft, exactly! I remember reading about it, like, back when it was, like, still a big thing, and it was just like, yeah, Notch wanted the game to be good. He wanted it to be complex, but people wouldn't. But he wanted to dumb it down to the lowest common denominators. Are you sure? Are you sure you want to go down this path? Because what we're seeing here is just intuitive game design. If I wanted realism, I wouldn't be playing a video game. Even worse is the devs that focus on realism as if it's like the most important thing, but then keep making gaffes and errors. I'm looking at you, Assassin's Creed. Guys, just ignore Yasuke. Just ignore the main character. So embarrassing. We were actually talking about this at D&D. Anyway, great. That reminds me. So, developers chasing extremely high fidelity graphics as well, just to look as realistic as possible. Games already look as good as they need to be. We're at a point where continuing to make games look better is just resulting in increased development times. A whole console generation used to just be 5 years. Now it's just taking 5 years for some games to come out. Hmm. You know, I just realized I forgot to actually grab glass. This is really coming together. I'm kind of proud of this. I think I'll start working on the roof. So that's deep slate slabs. I don't think I have any on hand here, but the rest is just warped wood. I'm sure I have some somewhere, other than the one in my inventory. I don't know why I brought so many stairs. I'm not such a steep incline. Not such a shallow incline. I might just have to use slabs. Which I probably will. I really need to unload some of this junk. Put away the chains and the barrels of the ladder. I got all that wood because I wanted to make a beds, but given the color of the ceiling, I might just have to go get like cyan wool instead for the beds. Have to check for deep slate. I don't see any deep slate here though. Okay, let's go back for a restock. I keep getting sidetracked. D&D. Uh, so the reinforcements, or the people sheet that this person was waiting on, showed up. And, it turned out to be the captain of the ship that had previously wiped out. So we got a ship that, is sentient, and, was previously part of another fleet, but it was wiped out by this one guy, and we ran into that guy. But he was, like, sort of old and, was kind of an old fogey, and seemed senile, but we could tell it was probably a trick. He wanted to come with us to, restore our ship to its former glory, probably so that he could steal it from us. Anyway, the, water barrier that was put around the temple that we had to get to in order to upgrade our ship was lowered for us. We go inside, we get the upgrade, and they close it behind us. and they say, "All right, we're not going to let you out until you agree to take us with you." So we bust out. We break right out of there. We teleport into the upper atmosphere, send out a decoy, and that doesn't work. They already had a fleet waiting for us in the atmosphere. So we do the only logical thing, which is get the hell out of Dodge. And they send people onto our hull, who are just sort of like magnetically attached during the hyperspace jump. So I go, "Alright, I'm going out there." And everyone else joins me, and they all start doing Sentai poses and introducing themselves as the, I think it was something like the astral... John, help me out. I tried to pay more attention this time, but it's slipping because I'm quite honestly kind of scatterbrained most of the time. The Stella Knights of Rook! So we're fighting a Super Sentai team. Also, the ship had a Zen crystal in it. This is a crossover setting, so it's cool. Do I have any cyan wool already? I do. But only one piece. Stella! Okay, this should probably be enough. Huh? It's probably one of the ones I captured and locked up. I bet you don't even have to even try to take good care of your villagers. I still don't like putting them in one-by-one holes to trade with. I gave them jail cells, but I at least tried to make the cells comfy. Did you hear about the space entrepreneur who tried to open a restaurant on the moon? It didn't work out. People complained the place lacked atmosphere. This place is a dump. Food, water, atmosphere. I don't think I'm gonna use this gray bill. I should probably offload it. I'm storing my stuff now. Oh god. Yeah, I guess that'll do. I feel like SpongeBob and Sandy's place all dried up and need water. I'm referencing a different SpongeBob joke, though. Oh, hey, oak leaves. I can use these. How have I got extras? There's... everything else looks to be mostly in order. I needed to get these stones cut. I'll probably leave, like, 6? 6 sounds good. I'll do 8. And the rest I will turn into slabs. This elevator is probably one of the best things I ever added to this build. It saved me so much time. Oh, whoa. I was staying at this hotel and there was a Bible in the drawer. Upon opening the Bible, it says, "If you're an alcoholic, phone this number." I did. It was a liquor store. Is that true? No, it's a joke. Oh, if that was a true story. It would be even funnier. Oh, yeah, well, uh, it's so full. Pistons and stuff I just leave. Salvation. That's the looks like the last thing I have there is that actually. It'll probably be okay if I just, yeah, half block up each time seems good. I've been meaning to finish this build for such a long time. I'm glad I'm finally feeling up to doing this stream. It's been a necessary relaxation. I finally feel like I'm just able to zone out, just talk with you guys. So an idea I wanted to bounce off was, I have plans for the Manet missiles, the channel points. And that is that in games like this, or rather just in Minecraft streams in general, you guys can pay mana crystals to cast effects on me, basically allowing the use of a slash effect. You can cast a beneficial spell and basically help me out as I play through the game. This is one of those games I'm totally cool with playing with Kate. I didn't feel like setting it up this time. You've seen stuff like that before? Ooh, then it must work. I stashed all of my ladders already. Also, plenty where the streamer deals with crazy problems and challenges like Doug Doug. Doug Doug is nice, but that is not the kind of streamer I want to be. I want to be mostly just chill out, play games, basically be like a proto Let's Play channel with unedited footage because I'm just doing this for fun. Some of my VOD videos have done pretty well. I mean, at least 2 of them have broken 50 views. If you do watch my stuff on YouTube, though, thank you. Leave a comment sometime. It's good to know that people are, watching it, all that jazz. I don't mean to, like, beg or anything, it's just... I'm turning into one of those, like, smash that motherfucking bill! Or I'll eat your children. There's lots of variety with streamer effects, and Doug Doug was the first to come to mind. I'm aware. It's just... I feel like if I give people the ability to mess with me too much, or to, like, especially do, like, on-screen effects, I just personally feel like if I'm watching a stream VOD and there's a bunch of, like, sound alerts and, like, big on-screen pop-ups and stuff, I feel like I'm just, like, totally out of the experience. Not if I eat your children back! I promise I am not a full garden salad. The vid where you show how to bleed the wall of flesh in Terraria has over 100,000 views. Oh my god. As I mentioned, like, 2 days ago when I streamed Ultra Kill, I put out a video. I was one of the people that discovered lobotomy percent. I put out a video on it just because, like, oh, I found this cool glitch in the game. 80,000 views! 85,000 views! The most popular thing I've ever done on the internet. And then they patched out lobotomy percent. Because it was too easy to do. Accidentally. The YouTube algorithm is very mercurial. I know why the video blew up, and it's because I got that video out day 1. $402,000! Oh my god. If only you could get that many people to read playtime. We can't choose what makes us popular on... Oh yeah, that does kind of jet nicely into that. Turns out I actually don't need the deep slate. Solid boxes. Oh right, this is finished now. Gotta find another way up. Once this is done, this is gonna be the thumbnail for the bot of this. Seems like a no-brainer, actually. Did you ever play Power World? I have not touched a Pokemon-like game in such a long time. The most recent Pokemon game I've played is Diamond. There were a lot of things about, like, older Pokemon games that really frustrated me. I think at this point, I can start going, like, too hard. It's more like Arc. I did not enjoy Arc, so that's, kind of tough. Maybe it was just the computer I used to run it because it ran like shit, and there was a dedicated poop button. So all I remember that game for is poop. Arc if it wasn't bugged and unbalanced, oh dear. Poop! Yes! Arc Survival Evolved has a dedicated poop button. It makes you poop. You have to do this. Postal has a dedicated P button. That's Postal, it's different. Postal gives you that expecting you to pee on people. Or you can piss straight upwards if you're on fire and extinguish yourself that way. Hmm. I can kind of jank my way up with the Elytra. Haha! Crap, more of these. In multiplayer, I once got, like, on top of someone's super top high base, and they're just like, how did you get up here? I thought this place was, like, sealed on all angles. And it's just like, I just send them a video in the Discord of, like, just me janking my way up by abusing the electrophysics, and they're just like, holy shit! I think, because it's the aesthetic of the rest of the building, I'm gonna make the, whatever that thing on top is, that's gonna be dark oak. Oh, this is a a lot of build tutorials I see end up suggesting things like adding texture to your build by picking block palettes. I do not like block palettes. I think it just looks like texture vomit at times. There are times when that looks good. I do that for my paths. But if it's like a wall, they talk about how good it looks at a distance. It's because if you get close, it's like, oh, that's wood combined with sandstone combined with sand. It does not look good when you get close to it. Back to the Dawn, RPG where you're wrongly imprisoned and have to solve the mystery to clear your name, while keeping your health and sanity intact. I've never heard of this. It's probably good though. Most RPGs are pretty good. Oh hey! Hello, RS. I'm running a little late tonight, but I just want to finish this. Looking good. Almost done with this. I don't know if I should start decorating it tonight, or start on that some other time. Or perhaps even do that off. Oh god, what am I gonna do on stream for this game after this? I require more dark. And lights. It's getting dark in here. Alright. However, they are right in that having long stretches of the same block over and over again does ruin a build's interest. But rather than just mixing in random blocks for texture, I think it's better to add structure to your builds. For example, this is just blank wall, but here we have support beams, an indented window, Aziz light. Who's Aziz? It's one of the alternate names for poo in Earthbound. I know this because John always picks the second names. More structures and layers like that helps a lot. I know, finally someone agrees. It's a Fifth Element ref. Oops. I should remember, I've seen that movie with you. I need to remember to use my nasal spray before I'm starting to clog up. Always. You've played that game in front of me 2 times, and both times you have picked the second names for all the main characters. Okay, so I'm going to make another pit stop. I'll grab some more deep slate. I'll grab some more. If I find some dark oak. It's at the very beginning of the movie. Oh my god. I've only seen the Fifth Element once. already mentioned this, I think, in the first time I streamed this. Oh, yeah, this is... I made, like, an archway through one of the roofs. I love it. I mentioned this, like, one of the first times I streamed this, but, this world is mostly survival. I did use, creative and a map editor for a couple elements. Like, the Japanese garden, I believe, was mostly creative. I just made this on a whim because I think I just watched Kill Bill at the time. That part 2 has a Japanese garden in it right at the start. I was like, Zen gardens are so cool. I want one in Minecraft. So I just built that on the spot. Has that been a movie pick that you missed? I think Fifth Element was before you joined the group. So gorgeous, nice choice. I used a map editor for the leaves of the hive tree because fuck placing 3 million leaf blocks by hand. Even in creative, that would take hours. And yet the canopy is still not done. I just placed it up so that it would just, like, have a big layer of leaf over everything. Right, Dark Oak. You know, I'm gonna go through the lower ground. This continues to look amazing. I am very proud of my building skills. I figure the best part of these sandbox games is not beating the game as fast as you can, or as efficiently as you can, but just feeling like a badass with all the bases you build. I go hard on my Terraria builds, too. I don't really have a path that goes this way yet, but this is the alternate path to the tree farm. Just to show that, like, even, like, random paths underground I have developed into cool-looking stuff. Sometimes I'll just watch a video, and that'll give me inspiration to do something. I don't have any bone. Okay, we're gonna get Dark Oak the, brutalist way. I think next on the docket is probably going to be adding more, structures and landmarks to the world, because I can make paths that go from one place to another, but if there's nothing along the way, there's no reason to explore. In the series The Joy of Building, that's one of the things Atat always likes to do. Whenever he makes a new resource area, like, for example, his enchanting, place, he does that as a new structure, so there's reason to leave his house. It's less convenient, but it's more fulfilling. I believe Dark Oak Forest is somewhere around here. Ah, there it is. This is like... Well, it's about 1,000 blocks away. I'm okay with deforesting a little bit. Kind of antithetical coming from Legion, but... Okay. I have a consistent way of getting saplings, so I don't need to stick around to grab some, but it wouldn't hurt. The last time I played Terraria was Calamity, and, I was playing one of my dragon characters. Or rather, my only dragon character. I made a mountain fortress. It was like a snowy monastery with like bonsai trees and ancient ruins. And a gigantic treasure room underneath. What I had actually done, I had made like a big stack of gold in the foreground, but for the walls, I used gold starry blocks to indicate that there was like still piles of gold shimmering in the far distance of the caves. Played almost all the way through Calamity on Revengeance mode. Where did you stop at? I know Revengeance mode is kind of hard, but it's like the intended way of playing Calamity. I feel obliged to show this now. Let's see if I can find it. I may as well show off my other builds too while I'm at it. Should be in documents. My games. Terraria. Mod loader. Captures. No. Team up. Captures. Here it is. Oh. I'm not really, that well versed in this. Can I just drag this onto OBS? No. Can I? Here it is. Okay, so you can see. Render myself on top of this. Okay, so you can see the gotta kind of zoom in. Can we zoom in? I've never done. Well, that's not how we do that. Okay, so. Oh, this is an old screenshot. This is before I added the gold to the background. Is this newer? Oh no! I do not have a finished picture of this build. Anyway, wow, yeah, this is kind of outdated. Sedra. Yeah, this is one of my favorite Terraria. I will need to ask the person who is hosting this world if they can like take a couple screenshots of this. But yeah, I love how this cave turned out. Sedra, what? What's going on? That's enough of showing that. Spiral got a pretty outfit. Yes. Yes, she did. What else can I show off? Since I'm just kind of in the mood to show off my Terraria builds. Here's an arena I made for Yaron. I had like a burning tree and everything. There's like a ruined aqueduct that I used as a platform. The tree is kind of a mess, though. I'm ironically enough terrible at making trees. I made a big floating island base in another calamity point. Here it is. It's not much. I took a picture of the house only after it was done, but not the rest of the island. But I really like how some of the walls in this one came out. Also, the Grand Hall. Like, look at that throne. That thing is sick. I just had this, like, Cute little gamer room. I love it. It's been a while since I played Terraria. Anyway, back to Minecraft. Also, I'll just throw out there again, Elden Ring streams sometime soon. I still want to finish my current playthrough, and I'm up to Consort Radahn. I fucking hate Consort Radahn. And Malekith, I'm up to both of those bosses. This is probably enough resources for a while. Plantera as a Legion Queen, I don't even know how that would work. Oh hey, ruined portal. Free gold if nothing else. Rest is poop. Alright, later nerds. I think I wanted to have a path go through here at some point, because, like, pretty epic river valley between these two forests. If I'm running into unlooted nether portals, I'm probably a little lost. Although, looks like maybe I already got to this one? I can't tell. We're rich! Yes, because gold is so useful. Am I going the right way? Black's perfect in the flesh garden. Ow. I'm sure if I fly in this direction, I'll eventually see something that looks familiar. Do you see eyes in the netherrack? Yeah, that's a Duke thing. Oh, a torch! Ah! That is the tower in progress! So that means I am back at the, capital city. So I overshot the inn by a little bit. That's fine. We can find our way here. Gotta add more buildings to this. I would love to open this to other people, but I'm a little anxious about that. It's like, the perfect city to hang out in and roleplay in. Nobody can share it with me. Some of the environmental details I've added have just been, like, wonderful. Not to pat myself on the back too much. I just think it's really neat. Ah, I guess as goes standard for other Minecraft streams, I guess I can ask you guys, like, once my current project is done, what should I work on next? Like, this entire time, I forgot to do deep like, you know what? Let's just do this the old-fashioned way. I know this tunnel goes down to Deep Slate. I just don't remember where. Here it is. It's polished. We're in business. Actually, Caves and Cliffs Part 1 was one of my favorite updates. I guess I shouldn't be too hard on it. The problem that I had with a lot of Minecraft updates recently is that they'll add something, but it'll either be something so niche that it's not useful, or so hard to get that it may as well not even be in the game. Example, tridents. No crafting recipe. In a game called Minecraft, you can't craft them. Only way to get them is an absurdly rare drop from an absurdly rare enemy. I mean, if you live by the coastline, you're likely to see a lot of drowned, but otherwise, you're probably not even going to see it. Prismarine also is too hard to get. You need to make a farm for it. I think I went the wrong way again. Oh, there it is. I picked up some dark oak sap, so I may as well plant them around. Just, set dressing. Okay, we're sealed in now. Might want to do something about the underside of the ceiling. Light does not really like half slabs all that much. Have you made a lab that examines the crystals in the ravine near town? No, but I have inside the hive tree. I even have a lore entry on it. It's a little self-indulgent. I probably shouldn't show it on stream. I made my world lore that the crystals do weird things. The town is it wouldn't really examine the crystals as much as they do worship them. They use them in basically everything. They've much more familiarity with the magical properties of them than I do. My lore for this is that I am a Legion Queen that is established on a medieval magical planet. Okay, I can find the middle section of this, but it's separated by a wall anyway, so I should be able to just... Yeah, that works. Setting up the hive. The idea of playing Minecraft while making your own lore is something that gets you really invested in your own world. The way I imagine things, I am the weird fey creature that lives out in the enchanted woods that people go into and then don't come back out of. They don't come back out because they joined my hive. Acting as the kind of elf of the world. And I prefer to think of myself more of as a benevolent forest witch thing. I don't know. Oh, roof is done. That means we're very close to being done with the build. Also, I'd like to apologize for the raid last night. I raided They Call Him Cake on his birthday, and I just so happened to raid the exact moment he swapped to a morbidly obese Freddy Fazbear avatar as a joke. And everybody in his chat was just like, oh god, we're so sorry. Hi, raiders. And now that I've got rafters... Ta-da! Ta-da! Better idea. Oh, I think I put my chains outside. I forgot I had all this junk in there. I'll take some spruce log and start putting beds in. Yeah, I think a lot of the internal decoration here is going to have to come later. Like, I'll put curtains on these windows, but I am going to have to get a lot more wool for that. I really desperately need an indoor crafting table. Actually, I guess 3 rooms is probably fine. I forgot I was planning to add more, so I just did. Wait, not what I meant to do. I'll probably put a couple beds in each room, so there's at least enough beds to serve more than just 3 guests. Anyway, structure of this is mostly done. Let's start decorating. Where did my lanterns go? I'm blind. They're in my hotbar. I like this. This is a good build. Actually, now that I think about it, move these one inwards so that they're not just hanging right over the edge of the balcony. It's okay though. Cake apologized to me for the raid. Just like really unfortunate timing. More spruce. Man, low on spruce. Hopefully this will be enough. Ah, just barely. Okay, let's start adding some detail. Oh, good night, Ellie. Thanks for stopping by. So bottom line, tired of seeing these not connect to the roof. I'll have to do the same on the outside to really sell it. Even if you just like add accents to all the corners of your build, even that's sometimes just enough to make it look all the much better. I've got plenty of dark oak, I'll be fine. I don't need to restock. I'll have to add something behind here so it's not too boring. And more windows. More windows are always good. Dynamic torch lighting is another thing that Optifine has that sodium doesn't. Adding these pillars around... Take up that empty slot. Adding these pillars around the windows, I feel really makes them pop as well. Good view. Yeah, I picked this island. It just seemed like the right place. Issue, of course, is that if I do this, I have to commit. Going all the way up to the top as well. Next restock will probably be for glass. The other cool thing about using stairs for this is, it actually provides a larger view through glass pane. Actually, I just got an idea. What if that looks nice. But it also looks like it stands out a little bit. I might have to do that some other places. Perhaps here. Cool. Already 2 hours in. I'm surprised. I was not expecting this to go for that long. That said, I should probably start wrapping up. Can block that for now. short Minecraft stream ends up being 2 hours. 2 hours is my usual time for a stream, so what I intended to be short, it actually ended up full length this time. I'm liking this. I got another window on the second floor, but overall, I'm pretty satisfied with this build. Needs more creepers. Wait, I have some glass. I don't have enough glass panes. Needs more creeper chat. I know there are some texture packs that replace them, like enemy models with monster girls. That's all well and good and all, but I usually don't want the things I kill to be cute. Starlights is an exception to this. There's the bulk light panes. Oh, yeah. That's the spa. I want to go 2 floors down. 3. I have a little display case with some of the crystals here. And I guess I'll have to update this map again. Probably a little bit behind. Yeah, it doesn't have the outpost camp. I want to make a stable like in Breath of the Wild at some point. Also, that is outdated as well. Or maybe it isn't. I gotta update this map at some. Oh, yes, I have a tree preservation project here. Even though it won't help for the Dark Oak, I have one of every sapling in the game. Except not, I need to get a... I need to get a dry... Whatever the new one is, a pale oak tree. Yeah, the cherry blossom trees are there. I'll add some furniture in here. So, God, this build already looks really good. I'm quite proud of this one. Get a root canal done today, and tomorrow you get to wake up early to help your brother move. Ah, that's kind of rough, sorry. Actually, this window, I love it. It's in a really good spot. And, that's that. guess I should clear out some of the stone, replace it with grass. So, like, one last finishing touch. Off-stream, I actually got rid of all the, netherrack in the ground as part of the ruined portal. And I mean all of it, surface and underneath. I take such pride in my builds that I actually have a couple of them as my, stream backgrounds. Every stream that I've ever started has had the, what I call the Temple of Dreams in the background. Hold on, here. This stream, or this screen, and, this screen. This is actually the library of the Hive Tree. So that's the Temple of Dreams. And, I'm gonna be thorough. Probably gonna need way more than 2 stacks of dirt. But I can throw in some cobblestone for pathway. It's raining. That's not the best time for this. There we go. Maybe I'll utilize the caves underneath this at some point. I don't know. Probably not. Need to go grab more dirt. I haven't streamed Oblivion in like a week or so. I've been feeling a little burnt out with it already. It didn't really, grip me in the same way other RPGs have. That's not to say I'm not enjoying it, though. I am. I really like Oblivion. But it's old and a little jank. Some of the jankness gets to be a little frustrating at times. how to start again. Problem solved. I think we're all set. In the last Oblivion stream, I started the stream off with Crime of the Heart. I'm so glad you recognized that. I want to stream Rujo no Hiho eventually. I've never played it before. I'm quite excited to. It's Square's last RPG for the Super Nintendo. It had something called a mantra system where you could basically make your own magic words. Anyway. Weather clear? Let's turn on Astrolix and see how it looks. We weren't aware of it until 2 years ago. Was Mario's Mystery Meat the one that tipped you off to it? Because that was it for me. Oh, that's nice. The torches are a little much, though. I'll add more dedicated lighting later. I just want to make this place look pretty but sweet. The torches are mostly just here to prevent mob spawns anyway. This is probably good enough to start taking pictures. But I want to be a little thorough. I could stand to make this side look better, but that's a big thing. A music YouTuber you discovered had made their own version and uploaded it to YouTube. Ooh! Nice. Always good to see cups like that. You know, this is technically cheating, but I don't really care. Much as I like this tree, it's kind of getting in the way. Unless. Perfect. So what time of day to take this big shot? Oh god, it's doing the curved world thing. That's really jank. They combined Crime of the Heart and Flame of the Arrow into one video. Send that to me after the stream, please. World curvature off. World curvature is nice for long travels, but for screenshots, it's kind of poop. I wanted to put a little bit more on the chimney, but this is probably fine. Alright, we good. Thank you for joining me for this build. It's been quite a romp. I had a lot of fun, and I'd like to do that again sometime soon. Anyway, I'm gonna get off. Thanks everybody for watching.